Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Last year, Ranvu contacted me and asked me if I would check out their IceMax personal neck air conditioner. And I was like, all right, that thing sounds kind of ridiculous, but I'll check it out. And I use this thing every time I mowed my grass in the summer. And also when I was cold in the winter, it also has a heating function, so it will heat your neck up as well. So I use this thing throughout the year, and I can't say enough about it. I mean, it works great. The battery life, I want to say on max AC, you get about 2 hours of battery life out of it. Another thing I liked about this portable air conditioner is that it was Bluetooth compatible. So I could just pull out my phone and switch the settings rather than taking this thing off and pressing the buttons or whatever. I could just do it straight from my phone, which is great. So Ranvu contacted me again and they said, hey Jim, we have another IceMax portable neck air conditioner and we've pretty much updated it. You want to check it out? And I said, I sure do. And here it is. So let's go ahead and open this up and see what's inside. All right, when you first open it up, here is your quick guide right here, along with a QR code to visit the website, download the app, and everything like that. Here is the neck air conditioner right here, and the accessories box. All right, so here is the new AICE LITE MAX compared to the original. And with your accessories box, you do get a user's manual and a USB-A to USB-C power cable for charging it. Now, looking at these two units, they look, besides the white and the gray color schemes, they look exactly the same. There's only a few differences that I've noticed. Right here is your display screen, so when you do turn it on, it shows you the battery. Just like this one, it does show you the battery and in what mode it's on right now. So it's on H1, which is heating and level 1. And if we go to level 2, 3, and that's it for heating. So 3 levels of heat. And if you long press this, it switches it to the next setting. So now it is automatic and it's set to 26 degrees Celsius, maybe? Yes, because on the original I have it set for Fahrenheit and it shows 77 degrees Fahrenheit. And what that does is that you just set the temperature and it will maintain that temperature. So if you are outside and it's cold, it will heat your neck. But then if you go inside where it's warmer, it will instantly go to AC mode and start cooling you off. If you press it again, it turns the button green. And you can see that that is just a fan mode. And it has, what, 3 levels of fan? Yeah, so there's 3 levels of fan, 1, 2, and 3 as well. And then if you long press the button again, it turns to a blue, which is actually the AC setting. And so it shows a C, so C3 and C3 on this one. The air from the unit blows out the top right here, so it kind of cools your upper neck and face, along with these metal plates right here, or these aluminum plates, which actually actively cool. So it blows cool air up and actively cools your neck, which is very nice. You'll see also on the sides that there are vents right here, and there are also vents on the front along with the Ranvu logo right here. And again, it does say Max Ice on this side along with another vent. The only difference I can see is these actual 4 ports right here, which is probably for additional ventilation. And after messing around a little bit with the new version of this IceMax Lite, there are actually 4 cooling settings when it comes to either the fan or the AC cooling. You can see right there that it does say F4 for the cooling when the original only went up to F3, and there's C4 for the actual cooling part right there. So this one does have an additional level of cooling, but when it comes to heating, it still does have the 3 heat level settings. But let's go ahead and look at the app for this new model. Okay, so if you're considering upgrading from the original model to the new one, you're not going to notice any differences in the app itself. Here's the app right here on the upper left corner. You can see that there is the battery gauge along with the power button on the right side. It looks like they haven't really updated the imagery, the picture in the middle, because it still shows the gray version even though this is an upgraded white one. In the middle it does show that the temperature that it's set to and the ambient temperature right now. These are in Fahrenheit. You can switch it in the settings between Fahrenheit and Celsius. And you can adjust the wind speed right here with just the touch of this little slider. There are 8 buttons at the bottom. One is, the top 4 are the 4 modes that you can set it to. So cooling, heating, wind, which is just a fan, and then AI mode, which again is just, it will keep it at the temperature you set it to, no matter the conditions of the ambient air. At the bottom, there is a silent button, so that kind of slows the fan down inside the unit, so it actually makes the unit a little more quiet. Heat pack just makes it so it's on high heat instantly. Just like cooling first, puts it to the lowest cooling setting first. That way you can just get it cooled down really quick. And then low power, it just uses less power, but it doesn't make it like a silent mode at all. On the very bottom, you can see that there's a Discover button, and it just kind of tells you about Ranvu and some other things that they're talking about. And then over here, if you click on Me, that is your kind of like your settings. So you have your information, your version settings, your unit of measure, account security, things like that. All right, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and actually pull up a thermal camera so we can physically see the temperature changes on my neck while using the unit. Okay, well, I've got my thermal camera set up, and it's crazy looking. I'm gonna go ahead and put this hat on so that way you can still hear me while I have the neck air conditioner on as well. And you will notice that the thermal camera, I'm not sure, it might be, I think it's reversed, but it really doesn't matter. And I won't be able to use the app since I'm using my phone to capture this thermal image. But I'm going to go ahead and put it on max cool, and we'll see what my neck looks like after just like a minute of running it. So let's go ahead and set it to max cool. So C4, and put it on. And it's really starting to ramp up a little bit. And you can already see, look at this, the side of my face. It's already getting cooler. And I've had it on now for about 1 minute, and you can tell just the side of my face. I keep on getting the wrong side. The side of my face, it's really cooling off down here. And on the other side as well. So, I mean, it makes a big difference. And I feel it like on my nose right here. So yeah, look how much cooler my face is now. I'm going to go ahead and take it off so you can actually see my neck to see how cool it actually is. Look at that. You turn around completely. You can see that it's like a green and blue. I mean, it is. Yeah, my skin is what, 70, I'm trying to get it right in there. 72 degrees right on my skin right there. So that's what it does. It actually, I mean, it cools your skin so well. I'm going to go ahead and put it on max heat now, and we'll see how warm it gets. All right, we now have max heat, so let's go ahead and put it on. And let's see how quickly it warms up my neck. And I'll try to keep it on for about 1.5 minutes, kind of like I did with the AC. And when the heat is on, it doesn't blow air at all. The aluminum plates on the inside, they just heat up. But I mean, what it does is it heats up like the blood in your neck, which kind of like flows through your whole body. So it actually heats your whole body, which is crazy. And on the thermal camera, you can actually see right there the temperature of the ambient temperature in this room, which reads 66.9 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, it's been about a minute and a half. Let me go ahead and just take this thing off and kind of show you. And look at my neck now. You know, it shows 93 degrees right there. I mean, but you can see that hot spot right there. And actually right above it is still kind of cool from the AC test that we just did. And by no means is it burning. I mean, these plates, see, look at that. These plates, right now they're 97 degrees Fahrenheit. And I do believe that the setting can go all the way up to 104 degrees Fahrenheit. But again, that's not hot enough to burn you at all. But boy, when it's cold outside and you put this thing on, you can really tell a difference. It's amazing. So not only is it a great air conditioner, the heating part of it works just as well. So I'll go ahead and put a link to the original product. But if you have any questions about the new version of this Ranvu IceMax personal neck air conditioner, please go ahead and leave them in the comments. I'll have a link to this item in my description just in case you want to look further into it. Thanks again for watching this video and have a great day. Bye-bye.